Welcome back to Bike Hub, where the roar of the throttle meets raw innovation, and today, it's time to embrace a legend resurrected. The 2025 Kawasaki KX500 is here. Yes, you heard that right. After years of dormancy, the KX500 is back with a vengeance, redesigned, reimagined, and reborn for the modern era of motocross. Once feared and worshipped for its untamed two-stroke power, the KX500 has now been engineered to deliver that same bone-rattling thrill, with 21st-century refinement. From the desert sands to the steepest hill climbs, this machine is more than just a bike, it's an icon rewritten for 2025. Let's dive into every single detail you need to know about this fire-breathing monster. A brief history. Before we talk about what's new, we have to remember why the KX500 matters. In the late 80s and 90s, the KX500 reigned supreme in the open-class motocross world. A 500 cubic centimeters two-stroke single-cylinder beast, it dominated Baja races, hill climbs, and desert riding. It wasn't just powerful, it was brutal. But with the rise of four-stroke engines and emission regulations, Kawasaki retired the KX500 in 2004, leaving behind a trail of nostalgia and high-revving memories. Fast forward to today, 2025, and Kawasaki has brought it back. But this isn't a retro bike. It's a modern marvel with the heart of a wild animal. Engine. At the core of the new KX500 is what fans have been begging for, a 500 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled two-stroke single-cylinder engine, built from scratch for today's standards. But unlike the carb-fed original, this new beast features electronic fuel injection, EFI, electronic power valve system, KIPS 2.0, optimized digital ignition timing, Euro 5 compliance without sacrificing performance. This engine pumps out over 70 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful off-road motorcycles ever produced. The throttle response is razor-sharp, and the delivery is linear, but still intimidating enough to command respect. With lighter internals and improved crankshaft design, Kawasaki has reduced vibration without numbing the thrill. It's wild, but it's not uncontrollable. And yes, it still sounds like a chainsaw on steroids. Chassis and frame. Kawasaki didn't just recycle an old frame. The 2025 KX500 is built around a new aluminum perimeter frame, derived from the KX450 platform, but reinforced to handle the additional torque and power of a 500 cubic centimeters two-stroke. Weight, just 106 kilograms, 234 pounds, dry, lighter than most modern 450 cubic centimeters four-strokes. Optimized geometry for aggressive handling. Mass centralized layout for better balance during jumps, climbs, and tight turns. The bike handles like a much smaller machine. Whether you're charging up a dune or attacking a tight forest trail, the chassis responds with confidence. It's nimble, yet solid under extreme loads. Suspension. You can't tame this much power without a suspension setup that matches. That's why Kawasaki equipped the KX500 with top-tier hardware. Showa 49mm coil spring front forks, fully adjustable. Showa balance-free rear shock, derived from factory MXGP technology. 310mm front/250mm rear travel. From massive whoops to deep sand and rocky climbs, the suspension soaks up the abuse without sacrificing feel. The valving is tuned to handle aggressive riding while giving just enough forgiveness on long hauls. The KX500 isn't just for tracks, it's for the wild, and this suspension proves it. Electronics. Unlike many modern dirt bikes drowning in rider aids, the 2025 KX500 stays pure. Kawasaki kept the electronics simple but purposeful. Launch control mode. Selectable power maps. Handlebar-mounted controls. LCD diagnostic readout, hidden under seat. No traction control. No ride-by-wire. Just direct, old-school muscle with just enough tech to give riders options in different terrain. This is a rider's bike, not a digital nanny. Brakes and wheels. Stopping a 70-plus horsepower dirt bike isn't easy, so Kawasaki gave the KX500 serious stopping power. 270mm front wave rotor with dual piston caliper. 250mm rear disc with single piston caliper. Brembo style feel with Kawasaki tuning. The wheels are classic 21-inch front and 18 rear, wrapped in Dunlop Geomax MX-14 tires, specially developed for sand, mud, and loose terrain. It stops sharp, holds lines, and puts the power down with authority. Ergonomics and rider feel. Kawasaki made sure the new KX500 fits the modern rider. The ergos are slim, aggressive, and customizable. Adjustable handlebar mounts. Slim seat and narrow tank. Hydraulic clutch with featherlight pull. Gripper seat cover and oversized pegs. You can ride it standing, sitting, leaned forward, or flying through the air. The bike adapts to you, not the other way around. And the best part? It feels like a 250. Until you twist the throttle and unleash the dragon. Sound and character. Let's be honest, the sound of a two-stroke is half the magic. And the KX500's tuned expansion chamber and high-flow exhaust give it that iconic high-pitched scream. But it's more than just noise, it's a signal to the competition, the king has returned. There's no electric start whine. No soft burble. Just instant, aggressive combustion and a soundtrack that rattles bones. Kawasaki also offers an aftermarket Pro Circuit exhaust option for riders who want even more bite. Customization and accessories. Knowing that riders will want to make this bike their own, Kawasaki has already launched a full line of genuine accessories. Skid plates. Hand guards. Taller/lower seat options. Oversized fuel tank. Radiator braces and guards. GPS mount kits for adventure racers. It's not just a motocross bike, it's a canvas for off-road domination. Race and adventure use. Although the KX500 is not street legal out of the box, Kawasaki is releasing an enduro adventure trim later in 2025, with lighting kit, kickstand, 6-speed wide ratio gearbox, larger fuel tank. This means whether you're racing Baja or exploring mountain trails, the KX500 has a version tailored to your needs. It's no longer just a closed-course racer, it's an all-terrain weapon. Pricing and availability. Now the big question, how much does it cost? The 2025 Kawasaki KX500 is priced at $11,999, putting it right between high-end 454 strokes and exotic enduro machines. Pre-orders open this month, with deliveries expected to begin in September 2025 across North America, Europe, and Australia. Asia-Pacific markets will follow soon after. Dealers are already reporting overwhelming demand, so if you want one, act fast. Final thoughts. The 2025 Kawasaki KX500 isn't just a bike, it's a resurrection.